Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel, Midlife Moments. Have you noticed that your knees ache more after a certain meal? Or that your fingers feel stiff in the morning, almost like your joints are rusted shut overnight? Imagine discovering that a fruit something you believed was healthy, something you may have eaten your whole life, could actually be fueling the pain in your joints right now. After 60, joint pain becomes more than just an inconvenience. It steals your sleep, it slows your walks, it makes you dread stairs, and even the simple act of bending down to tie your shoes. But what if the very fruit sitting in your kitchen bowl is secretly making this worse? And even more surprising, what if another fruit, one you probably overlook, could start reversing that pain in just weeks? Today you're going to hear both sides of this story: the fruit that inflames your joints, and the one that can soothe them so deeply that people have called it nature's joint healer. Stay with me, because the number one fruit is something almost no one talks about. Yet it could be the reason Evelyn, a 72-year-old grandmother, is finally able to climb stairs again without holding the railing. Here's what's really happening inside your body. As you age, the cartilage that cushions your joints starts thinning. Think of cartilage like a sponge. It holds water, it absorbs shock, and it prevents your bones from grinding against each other. After 60, that sponge doesn't hold water as well, because your body produces less collagen and hyaluronic acid, the very compounds that keep it soft and springy. This drying out process is called degenerative joint disease, and it's why you hear crackling or popping when you stand up. But here's the hidden danger: inflammation. When you eat certain foods, your body reacts with a flood of inflammatory chemicals, cytokines, prostaglandins that travel straight to your weakest spots: your knees, your hips, your knuckles. And if you already have arthritis, even mild inflammation feels like gasoline on a fire. That's why you might feel swollen ankles after a high-sugar dessert, or grinding hips the morning after a heavy dinner. The shocking part, fruit most seniors eat regularly, is one of the worst triggers of this inflammation. Doctors at Harvard published research showing that certain fruits, high in specific sugars and acids, can actually increase uric acid in the blood. And when uric acid builds up, it crystallizes in your joints like tiny glass shards, cutting and grinding with every movement. No wonder your fingers feel stiff or your toes burn at night. Most people never connect this back to what they're eating. They blame age. They blame just getting older. But the truth is, your diet is either fueling the fire or cooling it down. So let's break this down clearly. We'll count from the fruit that causes the most pain, all the way down to the one that brings the most powerful relief and trust. Number 1 will surprise you. Coming in at number 2, the fruit that worsens joint pain after 60 is none other than grapes. Yes, those innocent-looking little orbs that seem so refreshing. Grapes are packed with fructose, a natural sugar, but when your kidneys slow down after age 60, they can't clear that fructose as efficiently. A 2020 study in the Journal of Nutrition found that high fructose intake raises uric acid levels dramatically, which can trigger or worsen gout attacks. That burning sensation in your big toe? That's uric acid crystals digging in. And it's not just toes. Uric acid can inflame knees, ankles, and even fingers. Grapes also contain oxalates, which in sensitive individuals may worsen inflammation. Now, I'm not saying you can never eat grapes again, but for seniors struggling with arthritis, limiting grapes to a small handful once in a while, rather than bowls of them, can make a dramatic difference in stiffness and swelling. Now let's flip the script to the fruit that can actually heal joints, reduce inflammation, and help you move freely again. And number 1, the surprise fruit that heals joint pain, is cherry, specifically tart cherries. You may have heard of cherry juice being used for gout, and that's no myth. A 2012 study published in Arthritis and Rheumatism found that participants who ate cherries over just a 2-day period had a 35% lower risk of gout attacks. Why? Cherries are rich in anthocyanins, the compounds that give them their deep red color. Anthocyanins are powerful antioxidants that block inflammatory pathways, the same ones that pain drugs like ibuprofen target, but without the stomach damage. Tart cherries also reduce oxidative stress, which is like rust inside your joints, damaging cartilage. by eating a cup of fresh tart cherries or drinking unsweetened tart cherry juice daily. Many seniors report sleeping better at night, waking with less stiffness, and even lowering their dependency on pain medication. Evelyn, the 72-year-old I mentioned earlier, began drinking tart cherry juice every evening. Within 3 weeks, she noticed her morning walks were smoother, and within 2 months, she was climbing stairs without the usual grinding pain in her knees. Imagine that for yourself, waking up without swollen fingers, walking down the street without aching knees, bending to pick something up without wincing. Your body is always trying to heal itself. You just need to give it the right tools. So let grapes take a back seat if joint pain is a problem, and let cherries become your daily medicine in disguise. Which one will you try first? Drop your answer in the comments. I'd love to hear your experience. And if you want your next decade to feel better than your last, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the bell, because we've got even more life-changing health tips coming your way.